Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to dive into a really fun and exciting chapter of Canva. So today we're going to talk about how to make frames in Canva. So frames are basically a way to kind of make your images look more professional, make them look unique, make them stand out. You want that feature where you can have somebody scroll through a website, take a look at the image, and then stop. And it's almost like a pattern interrupt. You want something that's going to stop and get someone's attention. So I want to go over here to the screen, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to joincanva.com if you don't already have an account. So we're going to go to joincanva.com. And since I already have Canva, I'm sharing a link through Canva in order to get Canva Pro free for 30 days, which is a crucial tool. And it just has so many features and so many things that you can take advantage of. So what we're going to do is, if you don't have an account, you can click right here. You can click on sign up, and you can click any of these options. You can sign in with Facebook with your email. You can use a work email, whatever you'd like to sign up with. I already have an account, so I'm going to log in, and then we will get started here. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to find out, you need to decide what your image size is going to be and why is that important, because that's going to kind of dictate the size of the frame and maybe the layout of the frame and how you want to format the frame itself. So usually what I like to do is I'm going to do custom size, and then I usually do either 1500 by 1500 or 1200 by 1680, and I'll show you guys the difference. So 1500 by 1500 pixels is usually a good indication of a nice square, a nice size to fit multiple parts of the frame on. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. So we're going to go over here to search templates. And we're going to click on frame, or type in frame. And so you can either go through here and you can see the different kinds of frames that they have to get an idea. This isn't the actual frame we're going to see, but I just wanted to stop by here so you guys can take a look and kind of get an idea of what you might want your image to look like, just to get some inspiration. So in order to see the real frame, we're going to click on elements, and we're going to scroll down here, and then we're going to go down to frames. So there's a frame submenu right here, and we're going to click on see all. So there's a ton of different frames that you can use, and what it looks like is it's almost kind of like a cartoony kind of image. As you can see, these different shapes and different sizes. So if you wanted to say have an image that looked like this is pretty unique. So if you wanted to use this as your frame, you have your 1500 by 1500 pixel image here, and then what you could do is, if you wanted to keep it this small, you could keep it the frame this small, or you could drag it up to the top right here, and then you can drag it down on the right side, like the bottom right corner. You can hold with your left mouse button and you can drag it down and make the frame bigger. So now that we have a frame in here, I'm going to show you what it looks like when you actually add an image to the frame. So we're going to go to our uploads, and these are all just images that I have uploaded. So we'll just take this one for example. It doesn't really matter which one you use. So you click it once, and then it'll bring the image over the frame. And then if you click and you hold down with your left mouse button, and you literally just kind of drag in, what it'll do is it's going to fit the image to the actual frame. So you can see at the top here, this is like jaggedy at the very top, but there's still a white background. And the reason is, if we go back one, if you remember, if you can take a look at the frame, and we can move the frame around there, you can see all the white background here. So that's just part of the frame. We don't have to use this frame. We can go back into elements and we can select another frame. Here's one that's nice. It has a nice type of repeating pattern, or if you want to put 3 different images in this one, you can also do that. I like to make the frame as big as I can, just because it doesn't make too much sense for you to have it be really small unless you're going to add some text or some other graphic or some sort of like animated GIF or something to the image. And this one has some nice black bars in the middle. So, and you can always take this, you can drag it. The bigger you make it, you can see the frame on the right hand side here. This left frame, or sorry, the right image is getting cut off. So really, this is going to go back to how big is your image. 1500 by 1500 pixels is what we selected. That's what we chose. So what we can do with this one is if we go back to uploads, we can select a couple of images. So let's just take this one, put it there. We can take this one, put it there, and then take this one and we can put it there. So this is kind of like, in other words, kind of like a collage, but at the same time, you don't have to use this frame. So, and then if you wanted to have this be the top part of your frame, then what you can do is you can just fill in this, and you can fill it in with a different color, or what you can do is you can go up here and we can search by, so type in whatever color that you want. I was actually looking for background, but I think it's under, let's see, I think you have to go to this one might not allow you to do it because it's part of a frame. So what we can do is I'll show you what we can do with another one. So let's get rid of this one. And if this is something that you can also right click on the frame itself and you can hit delete, that'll clear it out, but there we go. Okay. So say like you wanted to have this, which is like an iMac, basically like the outline of an iMac. So if you wanted this to be your frame, you could take this, you can extend this out, and then you can have a nice brand graphic in here. So what we could do is, if you have a graphic uploaded, for example, let's just say something like, how about this dog? So we take this image and we just drag it in, and you can actually double click. If you double click on the image, so go here, anywhere you can double click on the image, and anywhere you see this little kind of like a crosshatch, like the arrows, you can hold down your left mouse button and you can drag up the image. So if you want it to be centered or if you want it to be off a little bit, then all you have to do is click outside of the image right here, and then you'll see that it goes to center. So you can even just take this and you could copy that image itself. So you could hit copy right here and you can add a page and you can paste. So if you wanted to make a duplicate copy, so you could play with one of them, and you could, if you wanted to add text or if you wanted to animate it, you could play around with some of the different settings here. If you wanted to add text, you could go down on this side and you could add any kind of text if you wanted. However you want to customize this, which is really cool, which is why I love Canva. So then you could scroll up and you have your original here. So that way if you have your original, you have it set the way that you like it. You're not messing with something that you already like. So basically, if this looks good to you, then what you can do is you can go up here and you can save your frame. So we'll just say copy of frame image, and then we can hit share. So you always have to hit share. And then down here, we're going to hit download. So if you click download, you can they give you a nice selection of what you can export the file as. So usually what I'll do is I'll do JPEG or I'll do PNG. JPEG is definitely a lot smaller. PNG is going to be more clear for like a YouTube or social media. But for blogs, in terms of page load speed, I would probably stick to JPEG. So you can go JPEG, and then you can change the quality over here, and you can actually move this down. File size, it tells you it's either medium or it's going to be larger. And then the pixel size, you can actually increase it here, but I'd keep it what it is, so it stays nice and crisp. And then at the bottom, when you hit select pages, you can see, do you want to have both images, which are otherwise known as pages, on the same image, or you can just do page one. So if you just like this top image, that's considered page one. So just click on done and then click on download. And what it's going to do is it's going to download to wherever you have your downloads. And then you can open it up. So that's pretty much frames in a nutshell. If you guys enjoyed this content, if this is valuable to you, if you learned something, I would greatly appreciate it if you would hit the like button. That definitely helps out our channel. And please consider subscribing. That would also help. And follow us along on this journey. We're going to have a lot more Canva videos here coming up. Canva just released something in terms of like an AI image generator. So we're going to play with that in the next couple of videos. But thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate the support. Be well, be safe. Until next time. Thank you.